Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. A lot of people have asked if I know anything about the death of Terry Wogan, the BBC broadcaster for the British TV network. I personally don't know who Terry Wogan was, but what I do know is that the numbers surrounding his death are very curious, and he seems to be another celebrity related to the upcoming Super Bowl who has either faked his death or been sacrificed. And people might say, well, why would that be? He's from the UK, the Super Bowl's in the United States. Well, think about the UK and the NFL. The NFL's been having games over there. They're flirting with the idea of the UK getting a football team. These could all be tributes for their future plans. Anyhow, a lot of things stand out about his death, and a lot really sync up with the Super Bowl, just like so many celebrities who have dropped dead in the last few weeks here in the United States. His title, Sir Michael Terence Wogan, a name with gematria of 110 and also 119, both special numbers to the Masons and Zionists. All Seeing Eye has gematria of 119, just like Star of David. These are the symbols of the people who control the media. The BBC, a Masonically run, Zionist run news network. His full title in simple English gematria sums to 227, a number that has to do with pi, cycles, and circles, a number that shows up often around death. When you divide 22 by 7, you get the approximation of the number pi. With regards to BBC, that's the same as the 223, which is a Masonic coding. Masonic equals 223. The Synagogue of Satan, the title that comes from the Bible for the false Jews who will rule in the end times, also having gematria of 223. Zionism, Judaism, Masonry, all very closely interrelated. So he was born August 3rd, 1938, a date with 68 numerology. The numbers 6 and 8 often show up around death. Caskets go 6 feet deep, are often 8 feet long. San Francisco, which is hosting the upcoming Super Bowl, Super Bowl 50, has gematria of 68 as well. With regards to 50, Terry Wogan worked for the BBC for 50 years. He'd been working with them since he was 27. This year the Super Bowl's on 2/7. He was also born in the year 38. The Super Bowl's on the 38th day of the year this year. He had birth numerology of 32, a special number to the UK and America. Both UK and America equal 32. 7/4/1776 having numerology of 32. He was born on a date with 49 numerology. 7 times 7 equals 49. 49ers hosting Super Bowl 50. He died at age 77. With regards to the Denver Broncos, who are in the Super Bowl, they first made the playoffs in 77. Also, August 3rd can be written 8/3. Football has gematria of 83. Again, the Super Bowl on the 38th day this year. The day he died on has numerology of 68. So often these celebrity deaths, the date of the death and the date of the birth have corresponding numerology, which is true for Terry Wogan. He died on a date with a life lesson number of 41. 41, a special number, the 13th prime number. Super Bowl equals 41, so does Broncos in this case, who are participating. He died on a date with 14 numerology, the word dead equals 14. 48's an interesting number as well, too. Hoax equals 48, propaganda equals 48, so does evil, Illuminati. It's possible that his death's a hoax. A lot of people say he was in great shape and his death was a major surprise. It's a good way to escape the spotlight. As for him dying on January 31st, 131, interesting as well. Super Bowl equals 131, championship equals 131. Here's all the gematria that syncs up with 32. America, UK both equal 32, so does Broncos, Denver, NFL. Numerology of the date of independence. It was BBC Director General Tony Hall who said he had passed. He was a national treasure. Notice Tony's a name with 74 gematria, just like Masonic, just like London, just like the United States birthday, 7/4, no coincidence. Hall, a name with 33 gematria, number of Freemason obsession. Lots of interesting names, Masonic names, talking about his death, including the Prime Minister, Cameron, a name with 33 gematria. So many world leaders have 33 names. But here's what's up. The last time he was on radio was November 8th, 2015. The last time he was on the air. And what's interesting about that date is the sequence of 118. The word death in Jewish gematria equals 118. It also has some other interesting numerology. 34, the number for murder. 18 numerology on that date, which factors to 666. A date with a life lesson number of 27, another number connected to death. And also a date with 54 numerology, a number often connected to sacrifice. On September 10th, 2015, he said he would work for another 10 years, which is something a lot of people are talking about. Again, he looked in great shape for 77, seemed young for his age, said he was planning to work into a much greater age. The day he said that, September 10th, until the day he died, was a span of 144 days, which is a special number. It represents time in Jewish gematria. Earlier we talked about pi. If you add the first 144 decimal points of pi, the number sums to 666. And if you've never seen my video on 144 and 666, please check that out. The number 223, as in BBC, is also very much connected to that infamous passage in Revelation. The number 223 is directly coded into that passage, just like the synagogue of Satan. So him dying 144 days after saying he was going to live for another 10 years on the air, in light of it being on the BBC, very suspicious. My guess is Terry is still alive and well. If I'm wrong about that, his Zionist Masonic employers did him under. And in case you're new to my channel, you've never seen any of my work before, please check out my other videos. This might seem like crazy nonsense to you, but once you see how well supported my work is and how often I've documented these same patterns, you realize that this really is what's going on. The Masons and Zionists killing by the numbers, or having their celebrities fake their deaths by the numbers. Why? For the traumatic impact it has on all these people's fans. I've had countless people ask me to investigate this past week, and, this is someone I hadn't even heard of. But that's because I don't watch much TV, Truth Seeker. I know just how venomous it is. So it's either RIP or shame on you, Terry Wogan. Until next time, Truth Seeker.